done by the students by themselves. So they'll come to know what was the previous knowledge they know about the topic, what knowledge they gain about the topic, how they gain about the topic, and at the end, what was the learning from the topic. Same like that, rubric is a thing where you set a criteria that these things you are going to ask from your students, and these criteria you are going to evaluate them. जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम उस्मा. ठीक है, and then later you are going to, now the children will come to know where they stand in rubric. You are having 4 criteria, as I told you about earlier, that we are setting criteria for our students in the classroom also, RHs, MAs, and LAs, or we can call them embedded and emerging students, or we call them EDN, EDNL students. Okay? So those all students, same like that, we are going to have our rubric. Same way, I'll show you how, and same way we are going to have, every subject is having their own rubric with their own set of qualities. It's not like that you are using literacy rubric for numeracy and numeracy rubric for science, or science rubric for EAD, or you combine all the rubrics together and you said, okay, I've done the rubric for the kids. No. Even though even in their literacy, even you are working with different topics, if you are working with reading rubric, that will be different. Even you are working with any essay rubric, that will be different. Got it? So all these rubrics are different. Numeracy, if you are taking topic of DMAS, the rubric will be different. If you are taking topic geometry, rubric will be different, because you are going to take out the criteria of those uh, set topics. You can use it as, you can say it like that, it is your actually the objectives you are going to have over there, that you are going to put in your rubric. Though we used to write very few objectives over there, but in rubric we are going to cover all the areas of that specific topic. Same goes for science. Science, every topic is different, and every topic rubric will be different. EAD, you can for expressing art and design, you can have rubric for projects. Usually we had rubrics for different projects we are doing in the classroom. So by the end, we set a rubric that, okay, after completion of the project, our student stands over here in this position, that you can check from the rubric. Now, as I explain your rubric, same here, for primary and secondary classes, we can do rubrics. Because for your preschools, you have checklists, you have baseline assessments, you have diagnostic tests, you have formative assessments, ongoing assessments are there. So it's not possible to have a rubric at this stage. But still, if you want to design, you can design a rubric over there also. Rubric is basically according to the objectives you are having for your classrooms, for your students. Basically, rubric is for that thing. Rubric is not any evaluation or assessment by the end of the year. So it is actually a small, an overall grading, you can say. You can do the grading of your children according to your objectives and your learning objectives and your success criteria. Okay, what you have set for them. It helps the students to improve themselves in future, that after completion of a specific topic or after completion of a specific task in the classroom, any assignment or any presentation in the classroom, where they stand. Later on, when they read their rubric, they'll come to know, okay, this area I have not completed. Next time, when I have any project, I will complete this area. It also have a direct communication with the parents, and also give support to the teacher and student both. Okay, everybody will come over this. It will help everyone. So different rubrics are for different. It develops the skills. It develops the learning process also, and it develops the students' ownership also. That how I can do well in my next project, or how well I can help the others also if they are working in group projects. So you are going to design a group rubric also for all the students. Don't take 3 to 5 students, not more than that, but individually. Some rubrics is for individual understanding also. I hope till now, if it is clear, just let me know. Or if there is any confusion or you ever worked with rubric before, so do let me know so I can come. I can go further. Gee, should I move further? All right. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of rubric in primary and secondary classes? Usually, all the purpose while having evaluations and assessments are same, but rubric is kind of a different thing. So the purpose are little different from other purposes which we have done previously for other tasks, like for our diagnostic test or for our other checklist or baseline assessments, etc. Clarifying expectations. It gives you, as I told you, it is from your learning objectives. Okay, provide clear guidelines and learning objectives for assignments. Now, when you are designing a rubric and when you are giving an assignment to the student, you don't need to explain it to the children that what things you required for that particular task. The rubric is there on the first page of their task or whatever the assignment you have assigned to them or designed to them, the rubric will come on the first page of the task. Okay, so it will give clear instructions to the students that what are your requirements for the specific assignment or which areas you are going to assess them for. Okay, so it's give a clear and loud uh, objectives to the students. Providing feedback, definitely when you are having that rubric on the top of their assignment, it will give them specific detail and constructive feedback on their performances. Okay, when you are going to check the specific boxes or field of the rubric, then when they are going to read it, they'll come to know, okay, this area I stand over here, and this area I needs to get more improvement, and this area I have so far done well in the classroom. So it actually gives a clear instruction or a clear feedback to the parents as well as to the students, both of them. Supporting fair and consistent assessment. Take care, ensure consistency and objectivity in grading. Definitely, when you are going to assign them, it will give you very clarity because when the other person is also checking and you are assigning, you are putting the task in that order. So they will also come to know, and it is a clear instruction for the parents also, for yourself also, because you are not going to do give any grading with biasness. Take care. You are not going to be biased in that. The clear instructions are there, clear instructions are there, and you are going to do that. Whatever they have done in that specific task. There should be no biasness in that oh, okay, my favorite student will get more marks and my favorite will not get less marks, or you are going to assess them accordingly according to their writing or something like that. No, it is not going to be that. Whatever they have done according to that, peer peer support will be there. Guiding instruction. Now, again, the same thing, when you will going to assess them according to the rubric, uh, it identifies very clearly to them that which areas they need to struggle and which area they need to perform well in the future also or in the next task also, because the instructions are very clear on the rubric. Self-assessment and reflection, definitely when the child is taking his report or her report, they'll come to know, okay, these were the things uh, which I have been assessed for, and there is a reflection of that. So students start thinking about that how they well they can self-evaluate themselves. ठीक है? And even for others, they discuss the same in the groups also, and they will and tell them to help each other to overcome that. It's not like that they are going to make fun of others. Oh, I got this in this rubric and you have not got this for the rubric. You are going to tell them in which areas the one child is good. They are going to help others also. They are going to help in their group also. They are going to help with their friends also, how they can complete for the next. So they can evaluate each other also. Self evaluation is also there, and peers evaluation is also there. Then it is, as I told you, facilitating communication, a direct communication to the parents. When the rubric will go home by the student, then it is a clear instruction, a loud instruction to the parents that where your children are, uh, how well your children have done in this project, and how well they are assessed, and how you can support them in future also. And even it is a clear instruction for parent and teacher dialogue also. Motivation and engagement, again the same thing. When they cross check with each other, they set their criteria, they have they set their goals, and in that way they it will help them to motivate and engage in them in the activities. Even the low learners, even the slow learners, they will also get involved in such kind of activities when they be assessed by themselves there then on the spot. So, and these are the general things that you are going to assess. You are not going to assess them by their writing, by their learning, but these are just the general assessments you are going to do. They will also love, they will also motivate, they will also get engaged with other activities. That, okay, with these activities, with these performance tasks, we can help, we can also help, and they can by themselves help them to grow. Improving academic skills, definitely when you are working on such kind of assessments based criteria, then they will help them in improving in their academic skills also, because they can focus on the individual objectives. Usually objectives are for teachers only. We don't tell students, "Okay, what are our objectives that we are taking out from you today, or we are taking out from this lesson today?" And we never tell them about the success criteria. Okay, what is my success criteria for the specific lesson for that day? The student doesn't know about all those things generally in the classroom. But when you are designing a rubric, they will come to know that what my teacher objectives are, what is the success criteria she is actually taking from us, and how well we can perform in that. So rubric is basically a thing that is a collaborative and reflective thing which helps everybody in the classroom. Okay, now these are few things keep in mind while we having a rubric for primary section and while we having a rubric for secondary section, and it is set for everyone. When you are having rubric, okay, there are different rubrics. Reading comprehension rubric, then it is divided further to so many things: fluency rubric, vocabulary rubric, writing, spelling, and grammar check. Okay, now you can combine it also. If you are making a simple rubric, literacy rubric, that is for their any task. For example, you are given them an essay, or you are telling them to write a story on any situation. Okay, for this is for every child. They have a task that they are going to write a story on um, something you have given them, or any essay you are telling them to write. So essay is a different thing, story is a different thing. They are going to perform the task on different. Now, what things you are going to keep in mind while designing a rubric? You are going to check their reading comprehension, definitely. When they are going to write a story, you will come, when they are doing any presentation in the classroom, you should tell them also that come and speak about that in the classroom also in front of every children. Okay, then you are going to check the fluency in writing and in reading also. Then you are going to check the vocabulary also. Then specifically your writing task will be there, how well they have written, what are the what kind of mistakes they have done, how is the writing criteria, how lengthy they have written, how short they have written, how precise they have written using the vocabulary. So everything comes in writing. Then you are going to check spelling and grammar also. Spelling can be separately, grammar can also be separately also, or you can add them both together also. Same when you are checking with secondary section, then critical thinking and analysis should be there also. Why? Because these are bigger kids, these are elder kids, and they can give you more results as compared to a primary student. So critical thinking and analysis should be there in their rubric. Now, same day assignment, if you are giving, write a story about your favorite day. Use a rubric to evaluate the student's story across all 5 criteria. How? That I'm going to tell you further. Same for the um, secondary classes, but secondary classes, you are going to write an analytical essay on the themes of novel. You can complicated things you are going to give them. You are going to tell them to read any novel, any big book which is having chapters in that, and then they are going to write a short story or short essay on that, or something like that, or very practical thing about the literacy. So you are going to assess the 6 criteria over there in that way. Now, summary. What is a summary? The list the literacy rubric for primary classes help teachers assess students' reading comprehension, fluency, vocabulary, writing skills, spelling, and grammar by providing clear, detailed description of performance at different levels. The rubrics support fair and consistent evaluation, guides instruction, and helps students understand how to improve their literacy skills. Got it? That it will help them to improve them in their literacy skills. When you are uh, evaluating them with all the 5 criteria or all the 6 criteria you're having for literacy in primary and secondary sections, that will help them to actually read about, to check whether they have a fair criteria or not, or whether they have been assessed with all those things fairly, and how well they have been performance by keeping all these criteria in their mind. Sometimes when you give them home task, what will happen? Either they complete the task with the help of wherever they are going for tuitions, or by the parents or by the elders. But some students try to complete the task on their own. The difference can be very clear, because when you are checking with that, the students will come with a good reading comprehension. There will be a fluency if the child has done the task by themselves. But when the task is copied by somebody else or helped by somebody else completely, not talking about little, so they need, definitely, if you're working with primary section, they need their parents' help, they need their tuition teacher help. But still, uh, if they have done the task by themselves, so they will be very clear in all these 5 criteria or 5 areas. Same goes for numeracy. Numeracy criteria will be number sense and counting, addition and subtraction, patterns and algebraic thinking, geometry, measurement, and data analysis. Now, what is happening here? When you are having a number sense and counting rubric, this can be divided further into groups also. If you are generally designing, then you have to go with all the criteria. But if you're specifically taking any topic, for example, if you're taking number sense and counting, then the rubric for number sense and counting with different criteria in that. For addition and subtraction, it will be different. For multiplication and division, it will be different. For patterns and algebraic thinking, the criteria, the set criteria, what you want to check from your children, what are the objectives you are having from your children, that would be different. Okay? For geometry, it would be different. Measurement, it would be different. Data analysis, definitely, it would be different. All right. So, general, if you're taking, then you are going to take all these criteria in your mind. But if you are having topic to topic or from project to project, then the criteria will be different for those project. Then you are going to design a different rubric according to the objectives you are having for your children. Same goes for secondary section. All the things are same, but problem solving and reasoning will come in that. Okay, data analysis and probability will also come in that. Number sense of operations will come in that. So everything that is related to your decisions will come in operations. So this is how we are going to design the numeracy rubric. All the things are same. Why we are doing it? Okay, what are the activities we are doing in the classroom? We are going to assign them for that, and then we are going to set a rubric for that. Generally, you can also make, and you can also make with the topic separately. Science rubric. Now, science rubric, you have to check understanding for every topic. This is for every topic or every unit. These key points are there to assess them. Understanding of concept, application of knowledge, scientific inquiry skills, communication, engagement, and participation. This is for primary section. For secondary section, application of knowledge is there, understanding is there, inquiry with experimentation is there, data analysis and interpretation is there, communication of scientific ideas should be there, engagement and collaboration. Because secondary student also collaborate with each other, they can have group activities also, they can have project based activities also. So what they do, they can collaborate also, and how well they are collaborating in their uh, set task. All right. Now the things are same. TK flexibility and descriptors. Teacher's role summary is there. Everything is there. Acha, for primary section there is a flexibility, and for secondary section there will be an adaptability. How well they are adapting the specific task or topic in their daily and general life, because at that time the students are moving towards the from easy to complex situations, and there will be definitely the involvement of their practical and journal life. Science is totally about uh, your real life world. Science topics, it is better to teach science topic through real life examples and real life experiments. That will be help them to learn them more in future also, because science is totally about your real life experimentations. So these are the criteria we set for science, or you can say understanding the world section in that subject, specific subject. Now this is one rubric. I have shown you what is a rubric. Criteria are going to be set on the sides. Then you are going to divide them into four sections. Again, with the same thing, numbers 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 is needs improvement, 2 is satisfactory, 3 is good, and 4 is excellent. Whatever the criteria they said, are you are going to color it, you are going to tick it, or you are going to mark it. Okay, that depends upon you, and at the end you are going to give the score of the child also. Maybe he is completing 2 or 3 categories together also. So you are going to give a separate report of the children also, that what are the things you need to improve in the specific field or area, and what are the things you have judged them for. Now reading and comprehension, how you are going to set it, all those things are over here. Okay? Reading and comprehension is there, fluency and expression, writing, spelling, vocabulary, speaking and listening, engagement and participation, and how we have designed it. Now for excellent students, demonstrate through the thorough understandings of text, accurately answers questions, and makes insightful connections. Okay, now when you are having your rubric for that, so this is for excellent. The ones who is answering you in that criteria, you are going to check them. Now for good, show good understanding with minor gaps, answer most questions accurately. Okay, now these children will come in good. Satisfactory, show basic understanding but struggles with details, answers some questions correctly. Needs improvement, demonstrates limited understanding, frequently unable to answer questions accurately. Now you will come to know that how the students' criteria you have put over there according to your objectives. When you are going to take them, definitely that there will be clear instruction to the parents and students that how well they are performing in the school, and how well the child is performing in the school. He also or she also knows about their performing criteria. So you are going to check them. These languages will be same for everybody. It's not going to change. You are going to check them on internet also. You can have rubric samples also. I am having rubric sample. If you required, you can tell me. I'll share with you. Few of the samples I'll share with you also later. Okay. In fact, I'll show you some of the rubrics samples. Do let me know, because I have shared only one screen. So do let me know whether my other screen is clear or not. Can you see my screen? There is another screen there. All right, now you can check the rubric. You can divide them into 5 group also, but usually there are 4 groups of rubric, not more than that. Now, can you see it's a year 2 rubric? Okay, for class 2 for creative writing. You are going to write a student name on the top, date will come over there, and clear instructions are there that it's a year 2 rubric guided to making judgment of creating writing. All right, now text structure will come over here. The organization of the structural components of writing of text aligns to an appropriate and effective text structure. Text structure will come over here. The top ratings will come over there, whether your students are very high, okay, sound, developing. Are they moving towards the developing stage, or they are emerging students, or they are still the beginners and working towards to improve themselves. Now there are different things in this that rubric. Text is always a logical, organized. Okay. Now you are going to have your according to your objectives. Dear, the screen is not. Can anybody speak and tell me?
I can only see your screen, which is your PowerPoint presentation one,
Okay,
not
okay.
the another one.
Wait. Now check.
Yes, now I can see this.
So this is actually a design of a rubric for year 2 rubric guided to making judgment of creative writing. Only for creative writing, this rubric is there. You are going to edit it and you are going to set it accordingly, according to your requirements. See, so there are so many things they have uh, covered in it according to the objective. Text structure is there. How much the text structure of creative writing idea is there, language features and vocabulary is there, then cohesion is there, then paragraphing, sentence structure, punctuations are all also recorded in that. Sentence structure is also recorded, that how well and grammatically how well the structure is of the sentences. Sometimes a student used to write such big sentences with any pauses, so you have to check that also, and it is for year 2, means grade 2. And then spellings, definitely spellings are we are going to check, and editing we are going to check that if they are copying it from somewhere, so how well they have designed it and how well they can reread at the end uh, with the spelling, punctuation and grammar. Because while reading any topic, while doing reading, you have to keep in mind your punctuations and pauses also. If there is any punctuation, how you have to read it. If there are any pauses, commas, hyphens or something like that, so how you have to read, how you need to do the reading also, you kids also know it in the same way. So they have recorded all those things, and you can set the criteria. 5 criteria you can also set, but usually rubric is for 4 numbers only. 4 settings will be there, or it can be 3 settings also according to the level of your children. You can have for HA, MA, and LA also. You can have for very high, which are beyond expectations, high, which are meeting your expectations, sound goods, which are okay, that whatever you are telling them, they try to match it. Developing, they are trying to develop in the classroom, and emerging who are struggling to work better. So these are the criterias you can set. It is, I'm telling you, it's a simple rubric for creative writing. There is another rubric also. Even for speaking and listening, rubric is different. And I'll show you. Can you see the screen, or you are watching the same rubric?
Same creative writing one.
Okay, okay. Just give me a second. These are zip files. So they are okay. Now I'm going to show you a
Yes, now we can see the another screen.
you can see the another one for year 6 rubric. Can you see the year 6 rubric now?
Yes.
Okay. Now it is a simple rubric. That is a complicated one which is used internationally, but you can make a simple rubric like that also. It is for oral presentation. You are going to write the topic, you are going to write the student name, you are going to write the date. Now, you know that your criteria for 1, 2, 3, as I told you, one is for the ones who are struggling to work. Two is for the ones who are meeting your expectations. And three, who are exceeding your expectations. Or you can say the ones who are emerging, the other ones are developing, and three ones are meeting your expectations, because I think we have very less students who are going beyond our expectations. So if you are having any child like that in your classroom, then you can add 4 columns. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3 columns are enough, because we are having um, HANAM, MA, and LA in our classrooms. So this is an oral presentation rubric. You can design this kind of simple rubric for your other task also, where you are going to check them for their specific things. If even it is very simple. Even if you write on internet that I want an oral presentation rubric, they will give you a topic. You can write the class also. Designs are these things. There are two designs. One I have shown you earlier. It is a complicated design, and you can use for secondary sections, or for higher projects, or for bigger projects, or for overall performances. Or if you are doing once project in a term, for science, for numeracy, or for literacy, if you are giving them one project in a term, then you can use that rubric. Otherwise, you can use a simple rubric for your um, task. If you are having any monthly task, or weekly task, or um, uh, fortnightly task, you can use this rubric. This is an oral presentation rubric. 4 columns are said. You are going to take the 4 column. You are going to write those words which I have told you earlier. Those 4 things you are going to write on the top. You don't need to explain it, because those 4 points or 3 points will explain the children performance in the classroom automatically. Okay, the ones who are struggling, you are definitely, it will clear that they are struggling towards this topic, this specific point. Now speak clear. Okay, use appropriate volume, appropriate pitch, appropriate pace, tone. These 4 things are different. Okay, volume is different, how well you can hear them, how loud and how long they are. Pitch also matters a lot, that how much their sound pitch is in the classroom. Pace, how much is the pace, how fast they are, how slow they are, and what kind of tone they are having with you while having an oral presentation conversation. Eye contact with the audience. Okay, definitely when we are having oral presentation, how well they are looking to the classroom, how well they are interacting with the peers or with the teacher. Sequence ideas in a logical manner, use confident and appropriate body language, apply the topic related to vocabulary, use an appropriate structure to suit audience. Okay, so these are the things you can record for a oral presentation. These are simple things. Same you can make a simple one for their essay also. If you are giving them essay in monthly, you can make this kind of rubric for every topic, for every subject. That doesn't matter. The points are going to be changed over here. If you are going to check them in their written performances, then the things will be changed over here. Then you can add their languages also, vocabulary also, their thinking also, their critical thinking also. You can add those points in that according to your objectives. But if you are having oral presentations, the oral presentation for every topic or for every subject, the oral presentation will be same. By the end, you are going to set the total score over here, or total score can be journal observation and teacher's comment will be there. Okay. This is a curriculum link of Australian. It is actually a rubric for grade 6. Okay, year 6 rubric. Is it clear? Till now, if you want to ask anything regarding rubric, then do let me know, please. All clear now? Okay. Okay, so this is our rubric topic, which is completed. Now we'll come to the till now. If you want to ask something, please do let me know so I can move to the another topic because still 30 minutes are there. So I will complete evaluation form and report cards also because they are simple, very simple. Dear, should I move to the next one?
Yes, you should. One thing I need to ask, Rabia, will you share yesterday's recording with us?
Sure. Who's there? I told already because yesterday recording there was some editing. When I end the screen, it was continuously recording and pictures. The participant pictures were there, so I cannot do that. So I have done the editing. It was 1 hour lengthy video. It took too much. I mean, it is there. It is there on YouTube. I have already uploaded it, but I forgot to share the link because it was very late at night. I'll share with you after this class both the links.
Okay, go ahead. Please.
Okay. Now we'll come to evaluation forms and report card. They are two of the different things. Okay, once we are working with evaluation forms, what is the evaluation forms and what are the report cards? Report cards usually we used to give them at the end of the session, at the end of the year. But evaluation forms we can make uh, on the performances basis, and we can record the evaluation forms on topic to topic, and we can have them on the fortnightly basis, or you can have them for weekly basis, daily basis. That is up to you how you are going to evaluate them and you are going to assess them. In UAE, we are working with weekly basis. We are having evaluation forms for weekly basis, then we convert them into monthly basis, and then comes to the yearly report card, or sorry, term-wise report card, and then we transfer it to term-wise also. So we are working on with our the things which I've told you earlier, the anecdotal records, the checklists Okay, whether it is a reading checklist or activity checklist, all the things which we have discussed, or a rubric also. So we, that is a daily basis assessment or the task basis assessments or evaluations. Then we convert them into weekly evaluations also, then monthly also, and then by the end on the term wise also. It will help you actually while having your report cards. Even if you are making a year report card, that will help you in that case also. So what is an evaluation form? It is a document, structured document used by the educator to assess and record a student performance in various areas of learning and development. Why we are having evaluation forms? Because not only the core areas we are going to cover, or which we called the secondary factors, but we are going to assess them for their prime factors also. Same, you are going to have a criteria or writing rated scale for excellent, good, satisfactory, and needs improvement. These are the basic scales we are following. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, or either excellent, good, satisfactory, or needs improvement, and the one which I've shared yesterday with you. So you can have these 4 rating scales on every criteria. Not it is not like that that you are going to do it for evaluation only. You can use this criteria for your rubric also, this rating scale. You can use it for checklist also. You can use it for your anecdotal records, so you are going to write the notes. But whatever you are doing now, you can make the evaluation form on the basis of these scales. These 4 scales are basic: excellent, good, satisfactory, and needs improvement. Even in our country, while we are having percentages, we are going to assess the percentages on the same way also. So these are the basic 4 things which we follow usually. Now, benefits of an evaluation form for teachers. I'm talking about the teacher. Structure is assessment. Okay? While having an evaluation form on daily or weekly or monthly basis, it will help you to evaluate your students in multiple dimensions. Okay? So many things you are going to cater at one time. You are going to check their performances in prime factors sectors on also, and in secondary sectors also. So you are checking them with their learnings also, and with their behavioral issues also, and with their interaction with the other students or environment also. So it is give you a structure assessment of every child. Identify strengths and weaknesses. Definitely, when you are assessing your child on weekly basis and evaluating them on weekly basis or monthly basis, it will help you to take out the strengths and weaknesses of every child, and you will get to improve your areas also, and you will change your teaching strategies also accordingly. If 50% of your class is not understanding what you are telling, then it means there is a flaw in your teaching style also. So you will overcome with that in future. You'll change your teaching methodology. You bring with other ideas. You bring other hands-on activities for them to understand. You will also understand the students criteria from there, and you can understand their background also, from which background they are coming, and you can design the things accordingly. Sometimes we are working with some not very high-fi background of the students, but the schools or the things we are providing by watching others are very high. So that is also the reason of lacking of students, because we are not following those things which we need to follow. So it will give you a clear instructions about your teaching style also, and definitely you are going to track the progress. Weekly progresses will be tracking over there, and you can monitor their development by time to time, and you can work accordingly. Then documentation, definitely for further documentation, to show it to your parents and the administrative purpose, you are going to have a proof of your work, of your efforts in the classroom and outside the classroom also. Now, what is evaluation forms for student? What are the benefits for student? They know that what are the clear expectations from the teachers, and how they can develop a good understanding for the criteria. Constructive feedback, when they are getting the constructive feedback, their skills and knowledge develop, there will be a reflection for them, and they have personal growth also. As I told you earlier, when they are having rubric in front of them, they also compete with others also. They need to improve also. They got self confidence also. They build their own confidence also, and they will help others also in that way. Motivation, it gives them motivation, because when you have it is actually, the evaluation is a reward to the children. You will tell them, okay, these achievement you have made so far in this time period, and for further success or fostering a sense of accomplishment, you can work accordingly. So it gives motivation to the children also, and they set their goals also. If they are not working according to the things they need to work, so say they also set goals for their future also. These things not only help your high achievers, these things help your middle and low achievers also. They'll come to know their strengths and weaknesses and which area they need to improve in future. Oh, sorry. Now, benefit for parents, insight into child's performance. They'll come to know about the child performance in the classroom time to time. Usually, we'll having a parent-teacher meeting after 3 or 4 months, but this will give you evaluation form, will give you a clear instruction to the parents, and they will also come to know about the children time to time. Communication is the direct communication between parent and teacher, and then they can help the child to grow and progress more in a better way. Support at home, this also gives a clear instruction to the parents that how well they can support their children at home also, and how well they can assist them in their learning. Because usually when we spoke them on PTMs, many of the things we forgot, and the parents, they remember the silly things always. They don't remember the good you have done for your child. They always remember the thing you lack for their children. They always remember, they always come up with those things. So it will give you clear instructions to the parents also time to time, that these things you need to improve for your children, and these sectors your child has already improved and working towards it. So it gives an home support also, and clear instruction to the parents. Involvement in education, definitely when they come to know about these things, they will also start getting involved in school and home in both sectors. The parents will start involving. So these were the things which are beneficial for parents, for teachers, and for teachers and students also. Evaluation form for primary and secondary students, okay, they are same. Categories of evaluations will be same: understanding of concept, teaching skills, creativity and originality, effort and participation, communication, behavior, and social skills. Now, the thing which is mostly involved in our evaluation form, that is the prime factors of your 7 areas of learning, that is PSET, your PD, and your CL. Okay, that is very much important. You're not going to neglect these 3 points while designing an evaluation form, while designing any other category for the children to evaluate them. These three things are must. What is their personal, social, and emotional development? What is their physical development? And what is their communication and language skills in the classroom? Somebody wants to ask something. Why the mic is on? Sapna, kindly turn off your video also, dear. Okay. So it helps you in every sector, strengths and areas of improvement where you need to improve, what is the progress of your children, how they can grow over time to time, and additional observations of the students also there. Okay, this is the summary of evaluation form. Same things again, I told you that these things you are going to include in your evaluation forms. Just wait a second, I have a evaluation form, I'll share it with you. Just wait a second. Just wait, I'll open report card also and evaluation form also. Okay. So I'm going to share okay, there are teacher evaluations, self-evaluations, and student feedback form. It is also an evaluation form. I'm going to share with you. The teacher feedback form is somewhere lost, but samples I'm going to share with you. These are student feedback form that you are going to give your students. Okay, a constructive feedback to your teacher. Accordingly, because I told you it's from student also, it's from parents also, and it's from teacher also. It benefit everybody. So these are the feedback and evaluation forms. It could be like that, and you can design it according to yourself. You can change it. Same ways, you are going to have four numbers over there: below average, average, good, and excellent will come in over there. Always started with that number. Name will be there, date will be there, subject will be there, school year will be there. Or if you are a homeroom teacher, so it would cover all the topics in that. Okay? This is actually from the child, from the student, that how well you have performed in your classrooms throughout the year. You can give them for three term wise also. You can give them at the end of the session also. Then there will be a teacher evaluation form. The ones who are working as a coordinators or thing like that, so they can have a teacher evaluation form in that way. Same, exceptional, well done, good work. Three things will be there. Rating, you are going to put the rating over there and notes over there. Employee name, date, and term will be written over there. It help you to improve yourself also, and these are the things you are going to provide your teachers directly also. After rating them in all these areas, while having the observations in the classroom or while having a lesson with them in the classroom, you can evaluate them in this way. Same way you are going to evaluate your students for all the categories. This, it was something like that I have made. I don't know where I have lost it, but something like that you are going to make, where your child name will be there. It will be children evaluation form. Your child name will be there. Your subject, if you are taking, your subject would be there. Term will come over there, okay, which term you are going to assess them. And these things will come in that. All these areas, almost same areas will come in that. That they are friendly, they work on time, they are neat, they are clean. These things will come over there. Uh, all right. It should be something like that. I'll show you one more. It's not here also. But it is something like that. I'll show you. Wait. All right. Something like that, where you are going to have all the 7 areas of learning, or all the learning areas will come over there. What is their communication language, listening and attention, understanding. Okay, all the things will come over there and you can rate them accordingly in an evaluation form. Few things will be there, not everything will come over there, but their general understanding, you are going to assess them. It can be on 1 page also, it can be on 2 page also. It is very lengthy with more than 100 and 200 points. It should not be like that. There are more than 120 points we covered in that, but you are not going to make in such a way. But few of the things which I have designed for particularly your students or level of Pakistan, according to that I have designed it, and I don't know where I have lost it. So this is how you are going to make, and you are going to write the child's name on the top. If you are assessing them for weekly wise, monthly wise, that you are going to put over there. If the week wise is there, then you are going to write the week name over there. If you are assessing monthly, you are going to write the month names over there. So this way you are going to check them or assess them. Two further things which I've just seen, so I thought to share with you. Two things we used to do with our learners, that is MLP and EBUS. What is MLP? Monthly Learning Planner. If you can send to your students every month, it is a very good thing. You can share with your coordinators and supervisors also. It is a very interesting thing, and it also gives a very clear instruction to the parent that what you are going to do in this month, or they can plan accordingly. So this is how you are going to do it. Okay, you are going to cover all the areas in that, and you can create a monthly planner like this, and this you will share with the parents, that these topics you are going to cover in the specific time period in the month. Okay, whatever the month is there, you are going to cover, you are going to do in that way. So you can share this monthly learning planners also, and this is going to be shared at the start of the month. Another thing is there which is going to be shared at the end of the month. What is that? You will call it e-bus. Okay, electronic bus, where you are going to share your child's learning of the month also. If you are not assessing them, if you are not giving them any assessment sheet or something like that, you can share ebus also. Ebus is also very interesting thing, and it will give a clear instruction to the parents. I'll share any month till April kar lete. It is a lengthy file, let it open. I hope you are watching all those things. Can you see it? If you turn on your mic and talk now, then it become more easier for me to. Okay, this is like ebus kind of thing. What we used to do, we are having different.
Yes.
Okay, we are having different ebuses for different one ebus for different for our subjects. What we use, so there is. Ebus is not having file. Wait. Okay. Okay, this is an EBUS kind of thing. What we used to do, we are going to tell them are learning this month. Okay, phonics, what we have done for phonics in the same month, then we are going to share the links with them also. And what the children has done in the classroom, we are going to share the pictures. Or either their books, either their practical learning, everything is involved in that. Then for literacy, we are separate what stories we have done in the classroom for literacy, and how they have done the stories. We are going to share their worksheets or their class learning at the same time. We share the pictures in that. Same goes for numeracy. Numeracy, all the topics which we have covered, we are going to share that along with the links of the different links. So parents can show them links also if they cannot work, or they can have the idea, yeah, how we made that learning in the classroom. And then we share their pictures also. Okay, this is practically they have involved in the activities and they are doing it in this way. It is not like that for pictures or showing them we are taking that. It is a general practices which we are doing, and it is must to take picture for KG evidence also. There is a special evidence folder for knowledge and human development, and they come and they see all those things in their inspection. So UOW, same thing. We are going to make. We are going to put the topics over there. Along the topics, we are going to have the links which we share with the parents, so they can see the links and they can explain that to children very well. And then we show the activities. Then what are the activities and events or celebrations we have done that day? For example, in June we have done sustainability fashion fiesta, Father's Day, pajama party. So we have put all those things. Whatever we are doing extra. Beyond beside the curriculum, we are going to add that also, and we are going to share the activities of this. So it will also, ebus is the purpose of ebus is that that gives them the clear instruction about the children, how well they are performing in the classroom, what are the things we are doing in the classroom, and what are the things that helping the children more in that way. So these all things will cover over there. Now we'll come to report cards. As you all know that report cards is, again, all the things are same, that it is a communication with parents, feedback of the student, assessment of the teachers also, administrative record is also there definitely. And then key consideration for preparing a report card, same: accuracy and fairness, clarity and simplicity, holistic evaluation, constructive feedback, balanced perspectives also there, development appropriateness, parental engagement confidentially, and comprehensive recording of record keeping for ourselves, for our school, for parents also. So all those things will cover in your report cards. Now, how we design a report card, I'll share you. Okay, now for reporting, I will share, if you want, then 100 comments of strengths, 100 comments of areas of improvement, and 100 comments regarding positive reinforcement. I'll share you 3 files with that. So it will become easier for you to write the comments on the report cards for your student also, which practically involve everything. It is not about your child is doing very good in the classroom and he is very shy, he is very good, he is very friendly. Usually we used to write these kind of comments in the report card, although we don't need to write such comments for them. You have to do whatever the positive and whatever the things your child is acquiring in the classroom, you are going to discuss that with the parents in the report card. And this is actually the purpose of the report card. All right. So if you want, then I will share with you. Otherwise, I will share with you. No issue. Um, till now, it is clear. So I'll share you a sample of report card.
Yes, all clear.
Yes, it's clear.
Acha, tell me, you also used to write comments now.
What did you ask?
I asked that you used to write comments for report cards, no? Or assessment.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, we have to write it.
You have to write it now. Okay, then I'll share with you. All right. So this is how you are going to have a report card, or you can have it for your assessment also. If you cannot design a report card in the classroom, definitely this is the actually the thing the school has to design. But we used to have, and I think it is a very good thing to have a report card on soft copy basis, not hard copy basis, because it is easy to maintain, it is easy to cater, and it is easy to share also. So these are the things, again, the things you are going to cover are emerging, evolving, embedded, and proficient students. 4 criteria are there. Emerging, definitely the ones who are struggling. or at the beginning level, evolving, who is trying to meet your expectations, embedded, who is meeting your expectation, and proficient, who is exceeding your expectations in the classroom. So we are covering all those things in the report card. Report card will not give you according to your objectives, but it is a concise report. It gives you a concise report of overall of 3 or 4 months. So these things we need to cover in that. In communication and language, we used to check clarity, conciseness, coherence, consistency, courtesy, eye contact, tone and text with pitch and pace, focus on the speaker without interrupting. So these things we are going to convert into. We have to check in communication and language. Then comes the literacy. Literacy again, 4 things we are going to cover: reading skills, writing skills, speaking skills, and listening skills. Mathematics, fundamental concept, mathematic reasoning concept, connections, consistent practice, application, mental math, approaches to problem solving. All those points which are related to numeracy will come over there, and these points will help you to get in the your rubrics also. Okay, if you are having a rubric for numeracy, you can add these points in rubrics also, and you can leave the box and you can color the box, or you can give the number to the box accordingly, according to the child. That key factor you are going to give the on the start or at the end of your page. Okay, what is the key grading concept of your child's criteria that you are going to put either in the start or either in the end, and later you are going to assess your children accordingly, and parents will come to know how you have assessed them. Then understanding of the world, that can be your science, social studies, computer sciences, and Islamiyat. Islamic studies will come over there. How you are assessing your children in that. You can assess them separately also. You can assess them overall also. Then PSED, personal, social, and emotional development, how they are working for that. Then health and physical development, and at last expressing art and design will come. For grades, you can write the grade level and remarks of your children over here for English, Urdu, mathematics, science, social studies, Islamic studies, and computers if you are marking them. Okay, if you are marking them, you can mark them in this way. Grading scale, automatically the grading scale will come at the end, but how you have done your grading scale, that will come in the start. What are the emerging students, what are evolving students, what are invented students, and what are proficient students, that keywords you are going to put in the start, that how you are assessing them, on what basis you are assessing them, and why you are giving them these points. Okay, at the end you are going to do that. Then teachers overall comment of term 1, term 2, and term 3, and then principal remarks and parent signatures will come at the end. Okay, now grade level can be ABCD also, and EMBDN also. Okay, embedded, emerging, developing, and proficient students. All set and clear? I'll share report card comments with you.
Yes.
Okay, na?
Yes.
And you have a clear about idea about embedded level and emerging level of the student? Do you understand with the concept of embedded and emerging? All right, that's wonderful. So this was, Alhamdulillah, the end of our session.